What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of Mega Base Building in Hytale. I appreciate all the support on the last episode, and without further ado, let's jump right into it. Alright everybody, welcome back, like I said before, to another episode of Mega Base Building in Hytale. So, I made an oopsie. Okay, I'm going to start off by saying that. I made an oopsie. So, I was building in here, I was recording an episode, I was building in here, I was trying to get everything done before I went live. Didn't turn out like that. My recording kind of stopped, and then whenever my recording stopped, it's because it filled up the storage on my computer. And in the midst of trying to clean it up and get some more storage so I can finish my recording, I accidentally deleted the video by accident. That is completely my fault. But just to give you a little overview, this is what we have so far. Now we have all of this. Let me see if I can get up here for you. So we got this done. We were working on this top part. We have a little bit more work to do on this bottom part, and that's something that I want to get done in this episode. Now, in the live stream, let me run down here and let me show you what we got done. In the live stream, we got done with this down here. So we started farming. And I'm thinking about doing the actual farming portion on the live stream. So be sure to tune into that if you are at all curious and you want to watch that. But we got this done. So what we do have currently is we have 3 layers. So we have this one down here, this one up here, and then we have one up here. Okay, so we have these 3 so far, and then I was trying to figure out how I kind of wanted this to lay out. So with that being said, there's something else that I want to do. Something else that I want to do is right around the middle here, which would be probably this. I also want to grow trees down here. I don't know if it's possible. We'll give it a shot. We'll see if we can do it down here. If we can't, then we've just mined out a whole bunch of space for pretty much no reason. I might want to decorate this. I don't know if I want to decorate this or if I want to come up here and finish up these rooms in here and start working on these rooms, but we'll get to all of that in a moment. But one thing for sure is we're going to be finishing this roof today in this video. So without further ado, we shall jump right into that. Now we have that done. It looks phenomenal. Maybe we move these to over here. Perfect. And then we could do something different here. Like we could put a whole, like a full block. If we want to go in with detail, we could do this. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then maybe to kind of, save ourselves a little bit, we could do something like this on the corners, so that way it doesn't look weird. Yeah, I'm partial to that as well. So let's go ahead and do that as well. Alright, there we go. Hold on, we gotta do just a little bit more fixing up. There we go. That is looking good. So now, before my brain goes absolutely haywire, Okay, so now we got the floor put in the way we want. Now we just have to do something here. The problem is the stairs don't like to kind of go back and forth up here anyway. I don't even know if they like to go back and forth on the ground. But with that being said, I would like to find something that has an interesting bottom to it. So let's go ahead and break this out. Okay, so now we just need to find something, a bottom part, where the bottom of the block has some kind of a design on it, like that. The bottom edge has one, but that one does not. I think what we'll do is we'll just do that. Fill the corners in like this. Right, and then we can just kind of go around the edge. I can get behind that. Okay, so I guess what we'll do is we'll do this all the way around, and then we'll look at fixing up this roof so that way it's actually finished. Okay, so now that we have this top part absolutely finished, which it appears it's completely finished. I really hope I'm not missing anything, because A, I'm gonna look real dumb, and 2, it's gonna be real annoying to fix it, because this is super high up. But I think everything's finished. Check the corners. You're not gonna be able to see back there all the way from down there. Yeah, so I guess with that being said, we're gonna do the grand reveal here whenever I break these floors. So we'll just give it a shot and see what it looks like. Okay, so I hate to be bringing y'all back so soon when we can't actually do the grand reveal, because the grand reveal would take me actually doing this level. So with that being said, let's work on this level. I don't know quite what kind of block palette I want to go with. I like the roof style. The roof style looks phenomenal. I really like it. I don't know if I'm too keen on this right here. I don't know. It might grow on me, but I don't know. Makes me feel uncomfortable. But because to me it kind of looks a little too flat. I don't know if it's just me, but y'all let me know down in the comments if this looks too flat, and we'll figure out some way to change this. I promise you that we will find a way. But as for these walls, I'm not too sure what we should do. I'm kind of partial to trying to do something with these right here. these blocks, maybe something like that. Maybe we throw in maybe a little bit of this in there, like did we have any kind of we got to be careful with what slabs we use here. Do we want to do something like this? Over here real quick. Here we go. You gotta be real careful with these slabs. We did that on the other part, so I think what we might do is we might just see. How about this? How about we just do this part of it and see how we like it? Because I have a few things that I'm thinking, right? First thing I'm thinking is maybe we use these in the corners. Right? So we work on this, put this here. So I'm kind of liking that. That's looking pretty good. Now we got to do something for in here. Now I'm thinking that we just kind of go a little plain. Just a little bit plain. Nothing too crazy. We start off with this. Let's try that on both sides here. Nothing too crazy. I'm kind of digging it. I like it a little bit. Let's do it on this side as well. Okay. Okay, I can kind of get behind that. I kind of like that. All right. And then maybe we come in. I don't want to do that again. Maybe we just use some cobblestone back here. See, I don't know if I like that. So what I think we're going to do is we're going to try to implement some oak log. Maybe we try to implement some oak logs. And we do something like... But let's just try cobblestone through and through. I don't know if I like that. I think we're going to keep these. I think we're going to keep these walls. So we're going to go ahead and fix these. Okay, I can kind of get behind that. I like that. We're going to do that for each one of the walls, and then if we decide to change some stuff, then we can do that. So let's go ahead and get on with these fantastic walls. So this is what it's looking like with the walls finished. And I will say, I really like it. I really, really like it. So, I think, let's not hold our breaths now. I think, with that being said, let's go ahead and finish removing this floor, and we can finally say, this is the grand reveal. Now, if there is anything, absolutely anything about this build or builds that I do, something that you might see or something like that, shoot it down in the comments. A different block I could use, a different technique that you recommend me trying. You can feel free to link me a video. I'll be more than happy to watch it. I really enjoy playing this game, so if there's any techniques that you want me to watch or any new blocks that you want me to use, drop it down in the comments. I probably will either show it in the live stream or I will throw it in a video. With that being said, let's go ahead and remove this floor so that way we can go ahead and reveal the entire room. Okay guys, I'm gonna bring you back here and we're gonna walk into the building and I'm gonna just show you the grandeur of what we have just built, because it is just purely insane. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And without further ado, let's go ahead and walk through. This is officially our workstation hall. I think it does it quite nicely. I like the way that the roof looks. I like the way that it's designed. It looks absolutely insane looking at it like this. It looks, oh my goodness, it looks crazy. Looking at it like this, it looks crazy. And then the top, I love the way that the top looks. You can kind of see the outline. It's defined. It's not super hidden, which I feel like if we used anything other than cobblestone in this area, or anything other than the wood that we used in this area, I have a feeling that it would be more hidden than it is, but that gives it real nice definition and depth to it. So that looks fantastic. So now the only thing we have to really work on is these areas in here. Before I go any further, drop it down in the comments and let me know if the amount of time lapses that I do is a good amount, or if you want to see more content, like more stuff that we do, kind of I would say stuff that I might do off stream. Like one thing that we need to do eventually, I don't know if I want to do it in this YouTube video, but we need to get more of these statues because we got to complete this. We're missing 4 just here. Yeah, we're missing 4 there, and we might use some of them in here. I don't know quite yet, but without further ado, I'm going to get into trying to figure out how I want to kind of make or work this out. And after that, we got to figure out which room we want to have which workbenches in. Alrighty, so I think this is kind of the layout that I want for each of the workstation rooms. I don't want it to be super big necessarily. This is probably big enough because I want the workstations to kind of fit in here. The only workstations that I will argue that aren't going to be as normal is going to be the blacksmithing and armory furnace room, and I'll probably honestly have like a wall of like 2 furnaces right here. So it's going to be like a furnace here and a furnace here, furnace here, furnace here, and it might even go on each one of those, so like in the corners right there. But definitely in the center here is going to be chests all around in each one of those corners. So I have a feeling that having enough of those chests is going to be it's just going to be so nice. The next step is going to be figuring out what we kind of want to do with the roof. Like I said, I don't want it to be a super big room or like a super tall roof, kind of like what we have here. Like we have a massive room, we have a big roof. I love the way that it, you know, kind of staircases up. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to figure out what to do with the roof. And after we figure that out, because I'm thinking, this is what I'm thinking, is so we have the base room right here. And this is going to come in like this for sure. But anyway, we're going to do something like that. And maybe, just maybe, around these corners like this, we have this come like that. Oh yeah, we can't even do it there. That's gonna suck. I don't know if I like that very much. See, I want to keep these like that because I want to do pillars right here. So I want to do like a pillar thing. I don't even have enough room to pick up torches. That's crazy. Okay, so I want to do something kind of like this all the way around. We currently don't even have enough space to put anything. So I definitely want to come over here and put up some of our some of the stone that we've acquired. We have way too much. I'm okay with going plain on this, like doing something very plain. I don't want to do anything too crazy. Maybe we do something like, maybe we do something like this for the walls. And we'll do this all the way around. Okay, so we do something like that all the way around, maybe. And then we could do... and maybe we come in here with this. Yeah, so I think this, at least this room anyway, is going to be the blacksmith room. Yeah, blacksmithing and armory and furnace room. Definitely. Because it's got that industrial kind of feeling to it. Well, that's what I'm feeling anyway. It feels industrial. So we'll come in here, we'll do that. Okay. Let's come over here. Okay, I think this is the room that we're going to be going with, or the smelting anyway, just the smelting. Okay, so I don't know how I want the other rooms to look, because one's going to be designated for farming and cooking, the other one's going to be designated for something else, because I can't remember. Let's come over here. The other one's going to be designated for alchemy and the arcanist's workbench. So we kind of got to figure out what kind of theme we're going with right there. But I really like the way that this section anyway looks. I really like the way it looks. We need to grab some slabs and finish this part off right here. That looks perfect. Okay. Now the next thing that we would need to do is harvest a whole bunch of wood in order to put stuff in here, and we would need to get a blacksmith table or workbench. We would need to get an armory workbench. So those are the two things that we need in here for sure, and I'm thinking about just kind of putting them in the middle here. So what we would do is we kind of just put them, I think we put them, yeah, we put one right here and one right here. Yeah, we could do that. We put one right there and one right here. And then we would have furnaces on this wall and then chests surrounding it. And I'm pretty sure we have one here and one here. That would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 blocks away. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, no, right here would be perfect. And it's right in the very center of the room, so that works out really nice. I really like the way that this looks. A whole bunch of different ones. I really like the way that the roof turned out. Got that same black outline, so it matches the top of that. I really like the way that looks. That's gonna do it for this video. If you enjoyed, if the video made you smile, if you know, turned it on just to go to sleep, you know, anything like that, go ahead and do me a favor and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so that way you know whenever I'm coming out with another video. And I hope everybody had a blessed day, and I shall catch each and every one of you in the next one.